Hi, and welcome to Ion Radio. I'm Ken.
I'm John.
And today we have another Armada battle report for you. We've got two fleets, again, Clone Wars.
Yes,
so I have a Mar Tuuk Separatist fleet. What are you bringing in today, John?
So I believe this is also the first time you're playing Mar Tuuk?
This is, yes.
And this is the first time I'm playing Plo Koon.
So hopefully this will be an interesting battle.
So we'd like to give a special shout out, thank you to all of our Patreons. If you're interested in supporting the channel through that, you can find the link down below in the descriptions.
All right, so let's get to the fleet builds and then right to the action. Here's my Mar Tuuk fleet coming in at 394 points. Mar Tuuk is on a Munificent class star frigate. He has Shu Mai joining him on the command deck. We have a fighter coordination team, early warning system, point defense ion cannons, linked turbo laser towers, and the Sa Nalor title. I have 3 hard cell battle refits, each one spec'd out a little differently. First one has TI-99, he reminds me of the calculators I had in high school. Expanded hangar bay and linked turbo laser towers. The second hard cell has linked turbo laser towers and the Beast of Burden title. And the third hard cell has linked turbo laser towers and Foreman's Labor. Backing all of this up, I have 6 droid tri-fighter squadrons.
So my Plo Koon fleet comes in at 398. Plo Koon himself is sitting on the Venator 2 class Star Destroyer. His co-pilot is Ahsoka Tano, and they have flight controllers to help them with fighter things. I have boosted comms, electronic countermeasures, ordnance pods, linked turbo laser towers, and the Resolute. My second ship is a Pelta medical frigate with bomber command, TB-73, and those of you that like these Clone Wars know that that's the one that gives me my evade. I feel like they used everything just abbreviated in clones and numbers. My last ship is a Consular armed frigate. It has Clone Navigation Officer, the Radiant 7, which allows me to bring along comms net. Now the fighter part of this Plo Koon list, I have Luminara, 2 V-19s, and 8 Y-Wings. So the idea is to get close, use those accuracies, and do some bombing.
So the fleets came in. John has 398 points, and I have 394. So I decided to go first. John gave me the following objectives: precision strike, contested outpost, and superior positions. I'm going to choose precision strike because I'm hoping to be able to counter his bombers with some of my tri-fighters. I think with contested outpost, I'm going to be behind the 8 ball with points, and superior positions, he'll just out-deploy me. So there we go, precision strike. So here's Mar Tuuk's fleet set up. John had me severely out deployed, so his squadrons got on the table before I knew exactly where ships were going to go. So this is how I set up. I have my squadrons just kind of in front, waiting to see what we can do against his Y-wings, and then Munificent's going to see what we can't do against the Pelta. So Shu Mai has been set for turns 3 and 5, and I will likely have early warning system on the front. Unless I say otherwise.
Here's my deployment. I dropped down my clone comms net first, and then deployed all of my squadrons. So 8 Y-Wings. I have 2 V-19s and Lumi. Then Venator, after I saw where Ken was, is down here. When I deploy the Venator, I set my Resolute, which is 3 Squadron and an Engineering token. Then I just deployed my Pelta way over to the side, and because we're playing Precision Strike, all of my ships get Concentrate Fire tokens. And also, after deploying, my Pelta gets a free Evade Defense token from TV73. I think that's all of my stuff that gives me free stuff, so on to the actual game.
So let's start with TI-99. Nav will take it as a token, and then moving speed 2. I'm just going to move him out of the way for a second. There goes my token.
We're going to activate my Counselor. It's going to be revealing a Navigate. When I reveal it, I'm going to use the Clone Navigation Officer to pass a Navigate token over to the Venator. Then I'm going to take the dial as a token, replacing the Concentrate Fire that I never needed on it. And we're going to move ahead 1. Right to there.
Beast of Burden. Squadron, we're going to take that as a token. And then move speed 2, doing our little jig-jog. Back to you, John.
We're going to activate the Pelta. We're going to take a nav, and we're going to be taking it as the token. Like that. And then we're going to move our speed 2 right to there.
Final hard sell. Squadron again. We'll take it as a token. Move forward, speed 2. I believe I'm going to overlap 1 squadron here, maybe 2. Just the 1, and with the shield dial, John. So I'll let you go ahead and place that wherever you would like it.
Activating the Venator. It's revealing an Engineering, and we're going to take it as the token. So I'm loaded up on tokens now. And we're going to just move straight ahead to there.
Mar Tuuk and the Munificent. Squadron, we're going to take it as a token. And then we are going to move our speed 2. So going into the squadron phase, I'm going to be moving these rear fighters about there. Shift a little more that way. And this one right next to them, because they need friends.
We're going to start off by moving these Y-Wings over to here.
Easily go well past this, but they're just going to hang out back here for the moment.
More Y-Wing shenanigan, and they're just going to fly and form a line right over here. And at this point, we're going to move this guy up and forward to here.
So the final 2 squadrons for me. Well, these guys can go up to speed 5, so I'm going to put him go that far. Rest are you, John.
So the rest of the fighters are me, and now I can position them how I want. This Y-Wing's going to fall into line over here. And this guy is going to fly as far as he can over into this grouping. Like right there. And then the rest of the fighters are going to shift forward. So we're going to take a Y-Wing up to here, and then fill in Y-Wings as we go back. And form another column. So I like the columns. And then Loom is going to move herself. She can move 4, so she can easily jump right there into the fray. And that is it for round 1.
Let's get this show on the road, starting with TI-99 Squadron. Let's go ahead and use it and activate some squadrons. So, I believe the bulk, if not all, everything's within range. So let's start with the squadron in the back who can move up. We want to stay away from Luminara, but attacking
The Y-Wing?
the Y-Wing.
Okay.
So I get 2 blue and a red. And that's 3 hits, and I can add 1 with AI. You know what, let's add in a red. For nothing, I can't swarm, so...
I take 3.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bring in the other one behind. Here, make sure I'm out of
Escort range.
And go after that Y-Wing, same dice. So red and 2 blue. 4, well, there's 2. I'm going to add in a red. Change that, and then let's swarm this blue. Jeez. He's not dead.
On 1 health, thank you.
Well, someone's got to do the 1 health thing, right? Jim?
Yeah.
No shots with the hard cell, so it's just going to move. And we're still at speed 2. And I'm not going to overlap him, but I will bump him with the tool. So I'm just going to move him over here for a second. Got bumped a little bit. He was here.
We're going to go with the Counselor. He's revealing a squadron. And we're going to use Clone Navigation Officer when I reveal it to pass it over to this ship. And at this point, I will use it as the dial. So with the 1 squadron, we're going to try to move in a way that I can activate one of these guys to fly forward. I think it has to be this guy. So we'll take this guy. He can move up to here, and then we're going to just start positioning him. So we want to be at distance 3 of my guy, because we're going to get Plo Koon showing his stuff early. Out of distance 1 of that, but in distance 1 of you.
Okay.
So right there. So what we're going to do now is, because I'm in distance 3 of ship, I can use Plo Koon. So I'm going to roll a dice. Let's see if I'm in bomber command range. No. So it's whatever I roll. This is what I get. So here we go. Hit crit. I place in a blue accuracy, and then I spend it out to say that you can't evade.
Can't evade. So I've got a hit crit, and that is a bomber.
Yes.
This is going to the front, correct?
Correct.
And you can potentially throw some red dice at me. So you know what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just redirect to the right side.
Okay.
For a moment. So that'll be one here and one off the front.
Perfect. And then I'm going to spend this token to jump up to speed 2 and do this maneuver. I'm going to slide this guy a little bit and land right there.
So we're going to activate this little hard cell. Nav, we're going to use that as a dial. But before we do, we're going to spend the squadron token. And I want to try and kill off that Y-wing. That is, you've been so kind to allow me to not kill. I think we're out of range here, Luminara. Yes, so in range there. So here we go. 2 blues and a red. I need 1 hit.
Woo! Go Ken, go!
Wow. Okay. So with AI, I get to add another die, right? There's my hit. That'll kill it.
Boom.
Didn't even need to swarm. Still, pain in the butt. Now we get to fire with the ship. So we have a long-range shot from the hard cell to the front of the Venator, and it is obstructed. So we're going to start with 2 reds. We add in 1 for Mar Tuuk.
Because I got shields. Apparently you picked up my dice.
I think I did, John.
That's because you brought right dice correction today.
You know what? Yeah, because here's the LTT.
Oh, that's my type of dice.
All right, so take 1, John.
I just take it on the front.
Wow, that's how today's gonna go. And I'm gonna jump up to speed 3. And we're gonna lock in here. We'll leave them in overlap. My ship. Yeah. Oops. Okay.
I'm going to spend my pass token at this point to make Ken go.
So that's just the time I did not want him to do that, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and activate this hard cell. We've got a squadron command. I'm going to use the dial and the token to activate 2 squadrons. So we're going to start with this little tri-fighter, and we can go well past. So I'm going to aim for the V-19 over here. So if I go here, engage there, and I'm out of range of Luminara. So let's go for the V-19. 2 blues and a red. For 2 hits, I'm going to AI in a blue. And I can't do anything else, so take 2. Because I'm outside of swarms.
Nothing I can do, so I take 2.
And then I'm going to move the other one. Same thing, we know we can get in. But I think I'm either going to be obstructed or not. So I'm going to I'll be obstructed. I'll drop the red, because my red dice are not working with me today.
Or your blues.
Neither the blues. So here's the AI. And, okay, let's swarm it. Come on. 1 hit. Wow, that's just...
Leaves me on 2 health.
Alright, now I've got no shots. I'm at speed 2. I'm going to make an inside turn, so we're going to move that ship to market. And straight and straight. This is going to be close.
Okay, press down.
Oh, plenty of room.
Right there. So I now have to activate, because I used my pass, and I'm going to activate the Pelta. It's revealing a squadron, but I have no squadron in range, so I'm going to take it as a token and replace my Confire. And I have one shot. It is unobstructed from my front, long range, into the side of your little ship. 2 dice. Let's see if I get any hits. No modifications. Or 1 damage.
1 damage, huh? We're at long range?
We are.
We'll just cancel it out. Actually, you know what? Before I suffer damage from attack, we'll use Foreman's Labor, and since it has 1 shield remaining, I'm going to exhaust it.
Perfect.
And remove it by 1.
Now for movement, we're going to move speed 2. I believe we're going to do this maneuver right here. That should hopefully keep me out of being double arced by your Providence, but we'll check that when you activate.
Let's activate the Munificent, because I don't really have much choice. Nav, we're going to use it as the dial. I would use the Squadron, but that Tri-Fighter is just out of range. So instead, we're going to go after, we measured this out, we have a double arc shot into the Pelta.
At long range.
At long range. So we're going to start my front to the front of the Pelta. 2 reds.
Ooh.
Not bad. Mar Tuuk lets me add 1. Okay, LTTs. For 2 hits and a crit.
I will cancel out the double.
Mm-hmm.
And just take the hit on the front.
Alright. So second shot will be side to front. Start with 3 red dice. That's a little bit better. And Mar Tuuk in 1. Do I want to go fishing? No. Let's see, that's 3 hits. And I'm not going to let you use your... I'm not going to let you use your green evade.
Okay, I brace it to 2 and I redirect it to the side.
Okay.
Actually, I just brace it to 2 and I take it off the front.
Okay.
Because cheeky moves.
You just don't want me using Mar Tuuk.
Yep.
So now we get to use this nav dial. We're going to stay at speed 2, but we're going to do this extreme turn, which I can't do. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I've got the dial. Now I think I've got both of your ships double arced.
Here we go with the Venator in a ton of squadrons. So the Venator is going to reveal squadrons, and we're going to spend out a token for 6. I'm going to just do this now before I forget. We're going to then resolute off a squadron token to gain a squadron token. So 6 squadrons this turn. And I have to time it out, so what we're going to do is we're going to designate Ahsoka, and we're going to do my Vs. And then we will do this Y-Wing back here as well. And then we also have Luminara that I'm probably going to activate. I have to try to figure out the activation order because I have to do this very specifically. So we're going to start with this V, and he can move 3. We're going to move into snipe range of the guy that's locking me down over here. So we're going to move him here. And we're going to snipe this guy.
Okay.
As I bunch him around, but
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah.
We know where they're at.
So Ahsoka takes his 3 dice and turns them into 3 snipe.
Mhm.
Then I add in flight controller on top of that to make it 4 blues. You're engaged, so I have swarm against that try. Can I kill you? Maybe. That's the question. So we're going to swarm one of these to see if I can come up with a hit. I do.
Wow.
This guy's dead.
So he's dead. This is where Ahsoka is defeating my plan with Tri-Fighters, because I should be able to counter you
Yes.
under normal circumstances.
So now we're going to do this really, really crappy, nifty thing to you. Now this guy's only engaged with one guy.
Yes.
Because friendly squadrons with Adept gain grit while they are distance 1 of a friendly squadron with Adept. He is at distance 1 of Luminara, which gives him grit, which allows him to move away from one guy.
Yes.
So now I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to move him over here. So I'm now outside of distance 1, but not obstructed to you. And I get to heal 1 and then snipe you. Like that.
I'm good with that.
So, same thing, 3 becomes 3 snipe, then I increase it by 1. And I still get swarmed because of the white one. Or you're gonna live.
I'm okay with living.
So I reroll the 1. You take 2.
Roughly there. We know we're engaged here.
Yep.
So, and your V19 is also engaged. Has been.
Well, you know me. I pick it up and then
pick it up
engage it, and
and,
then
yeah.
don't do it, and then
That's
redo
okay,
it,
John.
and then don't do it.
It's half the fun.
So I've now moved 3, and this is the
Right.
one I designated with snipe over here. Let's move this bomber guy then over to here, and we'll snipe your unactivated one.
Okay.
If I can get him in range, I should.
You should be fine.
Wham! So he's going to be, converts his 2 to 2, and then increases it by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 dice, no swarm. Can I get that lucky? We'll just kill it straight out. Oh no, you take 1.
I'll take 1. I'm okay with taking 1.
Okay, so that's 3 squadrons that I've activated. Now I have 3 more out of 6. I'm 5 plus 1.
Yes, but you've moved 4.
I have done
The V19, right?
V19, Y-Wing. This is the
Oh,
Y-Wing.
that was the
move I
previous
did one.
Y-Wing, right? Yeah. Okay.
So now we're
Never
going to go into this ship, and we're going to start with this rear guy, who's going to fly forward to here, and he's going to shoot into your side. Let me actually activate him. Shoot into the side of this hard cell with a black dice.
Mm-hmm.
For a hit. And I'm going to say that you can't evade it.
Well, then I'll just redirect it to the rear.
This guy's going to park himself. Basically, I'm going to form this line.
Yep.
Right here. And we're going to do the same thing. Here we go. Oh, we're going to re-roll it with Bomber Command. For nothing.
I like nothing.
And I spend that to make you do nothing.
Yeah.
And then this guy is just going to form the line. He gets grit because of that, so he can move away from him. So we move right there, and we're going to roll in a black dice again for that, and you can't re-roll it.
I guess I'm going to take it.
So that is a crit.
Oh, that's 2, isn't it?
Yes. So that is a crit, and then that would also give me a point.
I guess I have to brace that then. No, you know what? I'll just burn out the redirect and shove the second one over here. That's right. Your bomber. Forgot about that.
Y-Wing bombers. So that is all of those activations for squadrons, and then I get to make attacks. So we're going to start by shooting this ship out my side into your front at long range with 2 reds. Let's see if we can get anything lucky with that. For you can't evade, take 1.
Gee. Alright, well, if I can't evade, I guess I'm taking 1. Alright?
Okay, and now we do this obstructed attack into your front at close range, and we're going to drop a red dice. So it's going to be 2 blue, 2 black, and a red right into your front.
So look at that.
You can't evade, take 5. Let's see, where do I want to let you evade? You could discard it to make me reroll 2. Odds are it will come to the same thing anyway. So yes, you can't brace.
Can't brace. So... shields I have in front. 3, no. Definitely going to have you re-roll the black double. The question is, do I have you re-roll the red crit? Yeah, you know what? Let's spend it out. No, you know what? We'll spend it to make you re-roll the black double, and that's it.
Okay. Black double re-roll into a hit.
Right,
take 4, so you will be taking.
I will taking a crit, but.
So because that's stealth face up, I do get a damage or a victory token for the Republic.
And the crit is shield failure. You may choose up to 2 of my hull zones, and they will lose 1 shield. Well, I only have 1 shield with a hull zone left.
And no redirects, so bam, like that.
Right,
and now, after making my normal attacks, I get to use ordnance pods against the 1 fighter. Remember I said I wouldn't have to do this?
Yes.
But I actually have to do this. Mm-hmm. So that is 1 black against that guy. For a hit.
Wow.
He's dead.
He is dead.
And then we have to move. I am cruising at speed 2. And we're going to do this maneuver, ramming you, and then falling myself back onto the station, overlapping a bunch of my fighters.
Yes.
So I will for sure overlap that guy, and I think that Y went over there. So when I land, when I land, I will...
So you'll actually take a damage,
and then get rid of the card.
It'll effectively go away.
So, wham, wham.
Right,
Straight discard.
Let's just, I guess, shove these. This one's at 3. I don't care. We're going to just put them all the way in the back, away from me for the moment.
Okay. Then we move on to squadron phase.
Yeah, we will. Squadron phase. I'm going to move this tri-fighter right here. Oops. Just to kind of protect it from one of your bomb attacks.
Okay, so the rest of the fighters are mine, so we're basically just going to be moving them forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this bomber as far forward as I can to here, and hopefully that locks basically all of you down. It does not lock that guy down, so that guy's locked down there, so I need to lock that guy down too. How am I going to do that?
You move that back bomber forward.
I might. Or I just drop a Lumi there because it's fun. Which is what we might do. So we're going to then move... Actually, no, I don't want to lock her down. We're going to move Luminara right here. And then this bomber is actually going to fly to there. Because then I can position it nicely next turn. Okay, and that is it for that round. I've scored 1 token because I dealt a face-up damage card, and we get to move on to turn 3.
So I'm going to activate Foreman's Labor prior to her death. We have an engineering. We're going to spend that out to get rid of a token, or a damage.
We're randomizing anything that's getting discarded because if not, then I know that's what it is, and then I will trigger type of effect.
So here we go. I've got a shot my front to the front of the Venator. You've got a salvo on that. So before we do that, we're going to go my side to the side of the Pelta.
Okay.
So we're at medium range. I get 1 red. Mar Tuuk will add in another 1 because you have shield there. So here's Mar Tuuk. So that's hit crit. I'm okay with that. What do you want to do with it?
I'm going to say, because I have these tokens, re-roll the crit.
Okay.
Come on, not a double.
Well, there we go. Take 3.
So we will redirect and eliminate all of these shields over here. Well, that worked out really well for me. Cool.
Yeah. At least I don't get that penalty yet.
Oh, you're almost there.
Almost there. Next shot. Hopefully I destroy the Pelta before that happens.
Yeah.
So what can you've got rainbow at the rear for the Venator?
Yep.
4.
It is obstructed, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the shot anyways. So hard sell front to front, 2 dice, because 1 goes away with destruction. And then we get another one with Mar Tuuk. And I'm going to re-roll this one with LTT. Hey, 2 accuracies. So you're not going to salvo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm not going to let you... No redirect. I'll let you brace it.
I don't brace it. I just take 2.
Okay.
Like that.
Actually kind of worked out. So now we're going to move this. And we've marked the Venator ahead of time. I'm at speed 3. This is going to be close, we think. Move over. In there. We good?
Are fine.
All right.
Okay, here we go for my Corvette. It's revealing a squadron, and we're going to use it. I only really want to activate 1 squadron, and that's going to reach out and activate Luminara, who's going to fly over here and is going to attempt to lock down every single person.
Mm-hmm.
And actually I want to be close. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I actually just want to move here then, touch that guy, touch there. That's how I actually want it. Because I want to be able to reach and give grit. So we're going to be actually attacking that guy way down there.
Okay.
With, I think she's what, like 3 blues and a black.
Yeah.
With a depth 2. So we're going to go ahead and make that attack. 4, it's dead, and I block all your stuff.
Well, I have no stuff, but yeah, it's dead, and then gets the counter back with 2.
So, are you in range of this?
Which one's that? Number 1?
The TI whatever, because that changes things.
It would have been range 3. Yeah.
So you have to use him. It's not an option. And is it an exhaust card?
No. So unactivated, distance 1 to 3, has counter 3, or if the printed counter keyword, add 1, so it's counter 3. And then toggle its activation slider to the activated side. So I get to counter 3.
Yep.
3 hits, but you're just going to scatter it.
I scatter that away.
Mm-hmm.
So now my attack that I'm going to make is going to be against the front of this hard cell. I am just out of range of attacking Ken's other hard cell, which is kind of frustrating. So it's going to be 2 blues against the front of this hard cell at medium range. For take a hit crit.
On which one? The
one that I've already been shooting at.
Yeah. Hit crit. We're at medium range, right?
Yep.
And still have to activate the Venator. Reroll the crit.
Re-rolling the crit. Into an accuracy, 1 damage.
Well, let's go ahead and just redirect it to the side here then.
Perfect. Then we're going to go ahead and maneuver. And these things maneuver pretty well. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to just slide these guys a little bit. And I'm going to totally land, I believe, on your fighter.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. No matter how I pull it. I'm gonna do that. And I land on that guy. So not land on that guy, land on this guy.
He was here, you were good.
Because he was touching the corner, and then that guy goes down somewhere.
Yeah, I think I'll keep him over here. That way he's kind of stuck with me.
Perfect. And that's my activation.
All right, we're going to activate Beast of Burden. Nav, I'm going to use it as a die. I'm going to spend out Beast of Burden. We're going to spend the evade here to get the evade on the other hard cell up and going. And I'm going to make a shot. I have a long-range shot, my front to the front of the Pelta. 3 red dice, it's unobstructed. And you still have 2 shields left, John, so I don't
have to remove one.
Do not have to remove. Oops. Let's add 1 with Mar Tuuk. I don't get to add 1 with Mar Tuuk, but I can re-roll 1. I'm going to leave it at there. 3, you cannot use your good evade.
Okay, so I spend out the other evade to cancel
The double?
the double. Actually, what I'm going to do is risky. I'm going to actually cancel the crit.
Cancel the crit.
Then I'm going to spend out the redirect to redirect 2 over here to wipe out all my shields.
Okay, that's fair.
And then I don't give you any points.
No, I get no points, and you're -2 tokens and no shields anywhere, right?
Correct.
All right, so next shot will be problematic. I do have an obstructed shot at this Y-wing. I'm going to take it. I'm going to drop the blue die and just roll in a black for 1 hit.
I'm helping Ken out here because Ken forgot what he has, but he's going to also LTT my Y-wing.
All right. LTT, 2 blacks. I only get 1 though. I keep thinking of red dice with LTTs. It should be 2 upgrade cards. All right, now we're going to spend this. And I think... I'm going to go right here.
You got it pinned?
Yep. So we're overlapping
Everything,
including this back one.
like that.
Okay. Yep.
Here we go. So I've decided to go ahead and activate the Pelta.
I thought you were going to say Venator.
Sorry, yeah, I'm literally pointing at this. I'm picking at this. I'm not activating the Pelta. I'm activating the Venator for a squadron, spending that for 6. When I do that, I spend off the Resolute to throw down another token. 6 squadrons. So we're going to designate Ahsoka, and I think that's all I really need. The rest of it's, I think, going to be bombing. So we're going to use it as bombing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just in case, this Y-Wing will take it as well, just for giggles. But we're going to move, and we're going to try to snipe that guy out with this guy. Boop. Right there. Snipe 3, turns it into 4 with flight controller, so snipe 4 with stuff against that guy. For it's dead.
Yes, because it's only a 2 health.
Correct.
Okay. Can't counter. That is so irritating.
And honestly, I didn't even know what you were bringing. So, This is just how I think this fleet should be run. Then we're going to fly this guy forward, and we're going to try to snipe out that guy right in front of me. Can I land here and be out of range? Perfect. So when I land there, I actually heal up another health. This guy is making a comeback because I can just touch the station.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we mark things. And we're going to snipe that guy. And I get swarm with him. It's going to be another 4 dice.
With a reroll.
With a reroll. And I'll need it. Otherwise, I'm leaving you on 1. So swarm in it. Bam. He's dead.
There it goes.
He's dead, Jim. He's dead.
Wrong universe, Jim.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. Okay. So that is that. And we are now going to... This is the guy that I designated as a...
Yep.
I want to attempt to do that. Or do I just want to start bombing? I think... Did I double did it, didn't I?
Yep. That's alright, John. That's what I'm here for. Help you out.
We're going to move on to bombing this little guy.
Who's the other one you activated? Was it that one?
This guy. Yeah.
And, yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we'll activate this guy and we'll bomb into your rear.
Okay.
Here we go. Need some damage. For a blank, we are definitely in bomber commands.
Yes,
range.
you are.
So we'll re-roll it into a blank. Cool.
Put the accuracy
My
out there
bombers
just to do it.
have not been well. So I actually have to go hard into this ship. So we will also move this guy, the snipe guy, down to about here, and we will bomb into you.
Okay.
So another black. Oh, re-rolling it with bomber command.
Bomber command's 5, right?
Yeah, into another blank. So now that's
We'll
6.
show you guys. It's clearly
6
within.
blanks that I've gotten with that.
On the blacks.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's going to fly down, and he's going to attempt to do it as well. This is why I bring rerolls, and then it just frustrates me even more.
You changed your marking, or didn't change them there.
It frustrates me even more. Here we go! Can I get any damage into you? There's 1. We'll take it. We will block. You evade.
Can't do anything about that. I have to take the damage.
And then I have 1 more, and I can reach all the way out to here. And I don't think I can fly into range.
No, I don't think so.
It'll be right behind that guy. He will be just out. So we will just bomb into you and then slide over.
Okay.
So we'll bomb into you, and we'll actually fly over to here because I want to shoot it into your front to remove all the shields.
You're going to fire front here.
Yep, and stay out of there. So not engaged. Got you, and I am in bomber command range. So, another black. Could we do it? And we spend that, and we say, you can't evade, Ken.
Well, if I can't evade, I really don't have much choice. I kind of have to just take the 1, I think. Alright.
Perfect. Now we're going to make these shots. I have to kill this stupid thing. So we're going to do my side into it doesn't matter what arc.
Correct.
Because that's all my fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
So we're going to do 2 blues and 2 reds into your little ship.
Okay.
And you have still, what, a brace and an evade?
Brace and an evade.
Great. So we will LTT this one. For I say you can... You're going to survive. This is so annoying. You can't brace.
Okay. So...
If you don't evade, you die.
Yeah.
If you do evade, there's a chance that there will be crits.
I agree. So what I need to do is I have to evade, let's evade the red for sure. Do I want to take it out and risk? It's 4-2. No. So I'm just going to spend it, see what you get.
Okay, so if I get any sort of hit, you're dead. Which it's a blank, of course.
Of course.
So 2. And then we're going to shoot your side out of my front. And it's going to be obstructed, so we drop the red.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a bunch of blacks. And two blacks, 2 blues, and a red. Into your side because of the obstruction.
Mm-hmm.
I leave it as such.
So we're at close range, right?
We are at close.
So, point defense ion cannons, you're going to re-roll the double black. We're down to 5 now. And we're in the side.
Yes.
So we'll brace that to 3. And redirect to the rear. You're firing from your front. I am not going to salvo. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and then I get ordnance pods, and it's obstructed, so I don't really get it. Forgot about that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move. We're going to do this maneuver. I will land on your ship, and then fall back to there.
Yeah.
And when I fall back to here, I land on the station, getting rid of the card.
Yep.
Let me mark this immediately because it's going to keep spinning.
I will. So we're going to go with Munificent here. Confire, we'll use that as the dial. I'm going to spend out the squadron token. We're within medium range here, so we're just going to attack at Luminara. So I get 2 blues and a red. And I'm gonna AI, I get to add 1. Let's add another blue. So block the scatter, take 3.
Okay, so I brace it to 2, and then I counter you for 2.
It's fine. At least I'll do something to Luminara.
Take 2.
2. Something like that.
Yep.
Now I get to make some shots. We're gonna go my front to the front of your Pelta. It's unobstructed.
I also have no shields anywhere.
Right. So I was gonna say that I start with 2 blues and 2 reds. You have no shields, so I have to remove 1 after I roll. So let's see what happens. That's not bad. I think I'm going to remove... I'll remove the red one. And then I'm going to spend the Confire here. We're going to bring in a red one. And I think I'm just going to leave it as such because I don't really want to re-roll anything. And I'm going to block your evade.
Okay, I brace it to 2, take 2. Don't really have anything else I can do.
Oh, unfortunate. So the second shot, as much as I would love to plink the Pelta, I can't. I don't think I can.
No, you could not.
Yeah. So we're going to go my side to the side of the Venator. We start with 3 reds. Woo. Yeah, this is not working as well as I would like it to. Let's add in
Mar Tuuk.
Mar Tuuk.
And then LTT it.
Jeez.
So what do you block?
Well, I'm just not going to let you salvo take 1.
That's not fun. I'm going to redirect to the front.
So I've got nothing else I can really do here. You know what? I could have shoe-myed the bloody thing. Too late now. Movement, I'm going to run into the Venator, so we're each going to take a damage.
I don't immediately heal that one off. Okay, we're going to activate the Pelta. Pelta has squadrons. We're going to spend the token in that to get 3 squadrons. And let's do this. So I have 3 in range. So we're going to move them to do stuff. So this guy is going to come up to move over to your front. And we're going to shoot into your front. Maybe I'll get a damage. Maybe I won't. We'll see. It will be fun. I get a hit. I block your salvo. I spend it out to flip that card. And I get a point for it.
And the card is damaged munitions. While attacking a ship, before you roll your attack pull, remove 1 die of your choice. That's going to hurt.
Yes, it is. Cool. I like that. That was fun. And then we're going to shoot down here into the side of this hard cell. So here we go. I need 1 damage. Rolling in with Bomber Command. 1 damage. I block your evade. You explodes.
So it goes. Can't prevent that.
I get no tokens for it though.
You do not.
And then we're going to move it. I think we're going to move it over to here. And then this guy is going to shoot again. Do I bump him? Yeah, we actually fly him to the rear and shoot into your rear. So we're going to shoot into your rear with a black dice for a hit. And we're going to say that you can't redirect.
Alright, so we'll use point defense ion cannons.
Oh, you could have done that on the last one too.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have mattered because you pulled it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So,
I pulled it beforehand.
yeah.
I spent it out. So, here we go. You're making me re-roll it. Maybe I'll roll a double. It's not likely, but... Still a hit.
Still a hit. Man, do I really want to do this? The answer to that question is no. And you said I can't salvo?
You
Or
can't,
you can't redirect.
Can't redirect, because I want the
So
damage on you.
I have to take the hit, but I will salvo you back because... Wait a minute. You still have the Pelta to fire.
I still have the Pelta to fire.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, so I'll just take the 1 hit.
Okay, so now the Pelta gets to fire into your front with 3 dice. But now, the important thing with that is now you have a card, so I can spend a dice out to just automatically flip it and gain points, because at this point, the Pelta's gonna die. So I might as well do as much as I can. So here we go. 3 dice. I say,
Yeah.
you can't salvo, you can't redirect, and you can flip that card.
Flip the card.
So, because it has this hit on it, it
Yes.
doesn't have to be a single hit.
Right, but you're spending it out. And disengage fire control. Someone declaring the target of attack. I cannot choose a target against whom the attack would be obstructed.
Okay. And then I move forward and we ram. Bam. So take another card.
Yeah. Pelta takes 1 too, though.
Yep. That's fine. I'm up to 3. Now you're up to 3.
Now we're going to activate the final hard cell. I have a squadron command, and that's pointless, but I'm going to use it as the dial anyways. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's fire my front. We're going to flak starting with Luminara. So that's a black and a blue. There's an accuracy. Let's LTT in. I guess I'm doing 1 hit. You can't scatter? Because I can't really do anything else with that.
I go down to 1 health.
I needed another hit.
Well, if you got another hit, then I either scatter it or embrace it.
Side to your front on the consular. So 1 red die. And because you have a shield, let's go for a crit. That'd be awesome. No, but I can LTT it.
Yes, you can.
So take 3.
You can re-roll that double, because it can't be worse.
No, it cannot be worse. But I get to roll another double.
Same crap again.
Yeah.
So we're going to redirect it to the side. And take 1 to the front.
And what we're going to do is we're going to spend out that token. Drop to speed 1. And bump my squadron here. Temporarily remove Luminara. Yeah, we're good. So you get to put Luminara someplace.
Right there.
Does that end the round?
That ends the round, because all the fighters have actually been activated.
Turn 4. Let's activate Mar Tuuk. I have an engineering. We're going to spend this right away. We have 4 engineering points. Damaged munitions will go away. And I could move a shield too if I wanted to, couldn't I?
You could.
I think I will. I'm going to move 1 from here to the rear.
Perfect.
Now we're going to start making some attacks. So first, I want to try and kill this Pelta off, front to front. So it's 2 reds, 2 blues, and Mar Tuuk will have me remove 1. Well, I think I'm going to remove... How many hits do I need to kill you? 2?
You need 2.
I need 2 hits. I'm going to remove this one with Mar Tuuk. You cannot use the brace.
Reroll both, spending it out.
It's a crit.
Ooh, you get a point. What is the crit? What do you think it is?
I'd be so happy with structural damage.
It is, your opponent may either reduce your speed by 1 or choose a new command for your top dial. And you get a victory point for that.
I do get a victory point. So I can choose a tap dial or reduce your speed.
Yep, I'm going to.
I guess navigate is your new top dial.
Perfect. Navigate it is.
And then I get another shot. So we're going to fire my side into the side of the Venator. Oh god. Mar Tuuk.
Your sides have been terrible.
LTT. Well, I guess hit crit. There's nothing I can do about that, is there?
So hit crit?
Yeah, because there's nothing I can do. That's after my LTT and everything. So
Okay, so I will salvo you,
Mm-hmm.
and I will redirect to the rear.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that is so new and stiff. Ah, there we go. Cool. And now my salvo. It's obstructed, so we drop the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll drop the blue. 2 into your side. Black and a blue. We will re-roll the accuracy. Into an accuracy. And you can flip the card, Ken.
Joy. The card is depowered armament. I can no longer attack at long range.
So that's twice you can't attack at long range.
Twice. And you get another point.
Yes, I did. I already took it.
Okay. So that's all my attacks, and
Now you ram the Venator.
I'm gonna ram the Venator again.
Here we go. I had some hard choices, but we're gonna go with the Venator. And the Venator is going to reveal a squadron with this token for 6. When I do that, I'm going to resolute off my last squadron and gain the squadron. I would do all 4. I'm just bumping all over. I would do all 4 with it, but hey, it is what it is. So we have 6. So we're going to start off with doing what's easy, and we're going to move this fighter over to this side. And where's my 2? We're going to snipe that one guy. So he gets... Did I unactivate him?
Yep.
Cool. So 4 with... So Ahsoka takes his 3 into 3 snipe, and then increases with flight controller. And we roll. 4 instead.
Yep. Well, you've cleared the squadrons on my side, John.
Yeah, the snipe has actually really benefited me.
The Ahsoka combo has been really good.
And then what we're going to do next is we're going to activate Loom, and we're going to shoot into your front.
Okay.
With, I think she's, what, a blue dice? Yeah, a blue dice. And I get a .2. For a damage, I really want to see what that card is. So we spend out to flip your card.
Crew Panic. Before I reveal command dial, suffer damage or discard the dial.
Okay, so I take it as get a token for that.
Yes, you do.
So that's 2 squadrons.
Yes.
So then this guy is going to fly over, and we're going to shoot into your front with a black dice. Here we go. Hit.
No, I guess you're just going to make me take it as a hit then. But
He's not bomber.
I'm going to... oh, he's not bomber?
No, he is not bomber. I'm just letting you know for decision making.
Yeah.
So if you roll into a double at this point, it's just still a hit.
Go ahead and re-roll it.
Re-rolling it into a hit.
I'm still taking the 1. I've got no shields I can move around, so here we go. 1 more hit.
Yep. And then the bombing begins. So that's 3 squadrons I've activated so far. So we're going to activate this guy, who's going to... I think we're going to just start shuffling everything over. So he's going to fly over to here, and he's going to bomb into your front, because I want to be in bomber range, which I am. Here we go. Hit. You can have it.
Yeah, I'm just going to wind up taking it, because if I try to get rid of it, you're going to make it worse.
Okay, so 2 more.
2 more.
I'm going to have to shoot at him. That's what's going to be frustrating. So this guy is going to fly over to here and just shoot you at whatever range I can do it at. So right there. Am I in range of bomber? I am. So that's going to be time for rolling. Here we go. Into your front. Take a hit. Now the one that matters is this guy's going to fly in, and he's going to land right here, and he's going to shoot into your front. And I'm going to reroll that with Bomber Command, and I forgot I could accuracy every single one of these. So if I hit you, you're done. Look at this. Plo Koon says you can't evade. Take a hit.
So I can't do much anything. That winds up being a hit, and that will take out that heart cell.
Yep, and man, I forgot the power the entire time. You only did it once and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But that's something. So now we're going to shoot into your side from my front. With a whole bunch of stuff. We'll see what we get. My shooting hasn't been as good, so...
Okay. Mine hasn't either out the sides of my munificent.
No. We will LTT this one. For take 6.
Okay. Reroll one of your red ones. Point defense.
I'm shooting this ship.
Oh, right,
You don't
right.
have
I'm
point
sorry.
defense. You can spend. You can.
I'm talking about the Munificent and.
I mean, that's going to be in a minute. So.
Yeah. All right. So let's. I can't really do much outside of. Reroll both reds.
For 1 crit, so it's 5.
So 5. So we're going to brace that down to 3 and redirect to the front. So I think I'm going to put everything up on the front.
Everything to the front?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then we're going to shoot my side into the front
Yep.
of your Munificent. And that's going to be 3 blues and a red.
2 blues.
Two blues? I can't even see it. Okay.
Yeah.
2 blues and 2 reds into the front of your Munificent.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's the blanks.
Yep, and then here's the LTT. For you can't... I don't really care. You can't redirect. And I'm going to spend out one of these to get a token and flip one of your cards.
So this one gets flipped. Projector misalignment. Hull zone with the most remaining shields loses all its shields. That's the front.
That's the front.
Choose between tied hull zones, flip this card face down. That is not fun.
No.
And I have to take, what, 1 damage?
And 1 damage goes right into the hull because
And
I blocked
can't
your redirect.
So yes, 1 will go into the hull. I might as well just go ahead and salvo you then back.
Yep.
So here's the damage going into the hull. That's irritating. Salvo should be 2 reds. Because I got rid of the one that makes me remove. Yeah, let's take a roll here. And I can
LTT?
Mar Tuuk, right?
You can't add dice on salvo.
Right. But otherwise I could.
Yes.
So what do you got there? So 2, you can't brace.
Okay, I take 2. Oh, that is really stuck on there.
Clearly a new ship.
Yep, and then what we're going to do is we're going to reduce our speed to 1 and ram your hard cell.
Okay.
And then I drop back onto the station, healing that card off.
Yep. Final ship that I have to activate is this hard cell nav. We're going to use it as the dial. So let's do a couple things to make me feel better about how I'm attacking. We're going to flak out the rear, and we're going to start with Luminara. So that's a black and a blue. For 2, let's LTT. I want blues.
You want that accuracy.
I want that accuracy, which I didn't get, so
She scatters it away.
bummer. But that's okay. I can fire my front to the front of the Consular. So here's the regular die, Mar Tuuk. You know what? I'm going to LTT the single.
Okay.
Let's fish for a crit, which I get.
Okay, I have you re-roll the double.
Okay.
And I just take the hit.
Then I'm going to move. I'm at speed 2 now. I'm going to kick up to speed 3. And I think we're going to have Beast of Burden just disengage. With the dial, I can do that.
We're going to activate my little Corvette. He's got a concentrate fire. We'll use it. And we'll shoot into your side right here. So 1 blue, then it becomes 2 blues. Here we go. 1 blue, it's a crit. And then we add in an additional blue for a hit. What we're going to do is we're going to spend out this to make you flip that card.
And this card is Injured Crew, so I have to discard one of my defense tokens. I guess I'm getting rid of the brace.
Okay, and then you have 1 hit coming in.
I have 1 hit coming in. Where are my shields on that far side?
You do.
This over here?
Well, I'm hitting right here.
I understand that.
You have 1 over here.
I have 1 over there. I guess I'll just take the 1.
Okay, and then I'm going speed 2. So we're going to do a crank like this. Actually, barely matters, but we'll do that. Over there. Activating the Pelta. Ken kindly gave me a navigate, so I'll take it as a dial because I already have a token. And we're just gonna do it. We're just shooting into your front with a blue and 2 reds, and what lands lands. And we can figure out what happens afterwards. Here we go. Maybe I block the salvo and survive. Yeah, right. We block the salvo!
And then take 1.
No, we are going to block the salvo and spend out a dice, and we'll randomly select one because points are points, and I have a plan.
So we will just shuffle these behind my back because I know what they are. We think we flipped one up already.
This one.
Which is the projector misaligned once again.
So you get to choose, or do I get to choose?
If multiple hull zones, choose between the time. I believe that means I get to choose.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you get to pick one.
So I'll take this side.
Perfect. Okay.
Never like it when you say perfect, John.
I drop to speed 0, so I survive. Activating squadrons. This guy is going to move as far as he can over to here. And then we're shooting all of my squadrons into you. So this fighter has you just into the side, into your front, and into your rear.
Okay.
So what we're going to do first is we're going to shoot into your rear with this guy for a black. And I'm in Bomber Command, and I need to add in that Plo Koon before forgetting. Here we go. That's a double. I block your... do I block your redirect, or do I block the brace? That is actually really, really hard. And what I actually do is I'm going to spend it out to flip one of those cards again to get a token.
So I shuffle them up. Pick one.
Bam!
Ruptured engine after I execute a maneuver. Well, that's not fun.
Cool. So that's another token. And then we're going to use this guy and we're going to shoot into your front. And see what we get. Actually, you could have had me re-roll that. But no, I know because I spent it out.
Before,
that's perfect.
Yeah.
That is right. So, I think I just block your redirect. And you can have 1 damage.
So re-roll it.
And do a hit crit.
And that's going into
the front.
Yeah. I'm going to brace it to 1, and then I just take a crit, right?
Yep, and that gives me a token.
So Thruster Fisher, when I change my speed by 1 or more, suffer 1 damage. I think I'm dead.
Maybe. Last fighter. Into your side. Rolling a black dice. For a hit, we're going to say...
Go ahead and re-roll black.
Hit crit.
Alright, well, so I can make that into just a crit? No,
you can have me re-roll it.
How do I
or was that? No, that was the
that
re-roll.
PDIC is, yeah, so you'll get another point because it's a crit.
Yep.
And that comes off the board.
Yeah, and I think we can call it here because you activate first, and there's
I
no
will,
way that
and you
I will
will
be
get-
able to get it.
Do you have anything to shoot at me? No. So, yeah, we will call it there. So good game, John. We'll be back with an after action.
Well, we're back. That
We
was an intense game.
It was. Actually, I really enjoyed the first 3 rounds, I think. And then,
And then it just...
then it went downhill real quick.
It was a misalignment?
Yeah, it really was.
Into a misalignment?
I missed my structural damages this game.
So, this kind of... Does this settle the debate between what I've always told you? I'm like, man, structural damage stink, but they're never as bad as full front shields going down from a projector misaligned.
Yeah, no, projector misaligned when it's not, well into the battle is a horrible card to draw. I think in this particular case, because of precision strike, it just really made it 12 times worse.
You can have it again. Oh, you can have it again.
Right. Now, oddly enough, we took a look at the cards that you had on the Venator, and I think 3 of your 4 hits were structurals.
Almost all the cards that I drew as damage for my Pelta and my Venator were structural damage. I had 4 out of the 6 between those 2 ships. Because at the end of the game, we just had to look. You just have to know.
Look. My red dice out the side of the Munificent rolled like you usually do, so that was weird. So the final score, as you guys saw, I got 10 points because I took out a Y-Wing. Came close to the Pelta. In theory, had I flipped a bunch of cards, I probably could have done some serious damage to the Venator. But you got 494 principally due to all the
tokens. I just token
165 tokens.
Yes.
Points worth of tokens. Man, 165 tokens would be insane.
Yes.
But,
that would be a long game, though.
That really would be. So, 10-1. But like a lot of the games that kind of fall into this realm, there's more to the story than just that.
Me dropping my... So, the key moment to keeping my Pelta alive was activating the Venator first, and you giving me a Navigate.
Yeah, because that allowed you to drop to speed 0 and then not ram. And I need 1 more hit. So that was a mistake on my part.
So I was hoping that you either gave me a Navigate or drop me to speed 1, because then I could do it either way. Because I was already planning that I would probably have to drop to speed 1 to stay alive. If you gave me an Engineering, I would have been fine, because then heal right off. Concentrate Fire, I would have just straight killed you.
Right, that's why I didn't do that.
And then Squadrons would be the worst choice.
Right. So as you can see, really, I had no good choice there.
No, you had no
all.
good choice.
I think Nav was probably the safest of all of them.
Yeah, who would have thought speed 0?
Right. Plus, the other thing was the 1 crit that got flipped up had me remove a die. Plus, with Mar Tuuk, I would have removed a second one. So the one time I could have salvoed you wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
So kind of an interesting play in how that works. With Mar Tuuk and just knocking all your shields out, which is great, but man, the offensive firepower goes down, and when you need 1 more die...
And you're like, oh, I have to keep canceling dice out.
Right. I did get 1 hard sell away, barely. Another one almost took off, but that squadron ball you had in Plo Koon, adding in the accuracy... That's kind of a nice combination. Your list was actually really interesting. It's very similar to one you flew before.
So it's very similar to one I flew before. If you refer back to, we'll probably put it in the description, I played a Bale list with 2 acclimators that pretty much pushed, I think, the exact same Y-Wing ball.
I think so, yeah.
Because I really like this Y-Wing ball. And I don't know which one's better. So on one sense, the 2 acclimators actually have more health and more firepower overall, because it can do 2 attacks and things like that. But this activates more squadrons all at once.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to activate more squadrons all at once? Or do you want to have more firepower? And I don't know which one's better, because I feel like they both played well.
Yes.
But it's hard to judge how well something is well. The other one has Ruthless, so I'm better at just flacking down squadrons at medium range with the Y-Wings, and then it's just like, you're all dead.
This one, I think, was more lethal with the squadrons going against the ships.
Yes.
Because they really chewed through things. That accounted for 1 of the yard cells going down, and definitely for the Munificent.
If I were to go back to the acclimator list, I would switch to Plo Koon, because Plo Koon just loves Y-Wings. Here's a accuracy, which I forgot a few times, but it didn't matter because I was spending them out anyway.
I wound up forgetting Shumai. I thought about using her right at the beginning of the turn, like, ooh, good, I need to roll. And then the first few rolls were actually halfway decent. And then I forgot on the one time I could have used her, which then maybe that would have changed the story a little bit. Probably 1 or 2 damage more on the vendor. But that's where if I would have started flipping things...
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's also interesting because I forgot on that turn I could have ECM and settled you anyway.
Yep.
And then I could have probably killed that hard sell earlier. So it was like... That turn was a mess of us just forgetting everything.
Clearly, we're tired.
Another little mistake we noticed, that first time I got really excited to use Plo Koon, I didn't read the card, and I attacked you and used his ability with a Y-wing at distance 3 of me, not your ship distance 3 of me.
Correct, yes. Minor thing at the end of the game, I don't think it would have mattered.
Because you had me re-roll it, and I don't know if it even did damage. Doesn't matter. So our question for you for this week is, how would you face Mar Tuuk? So it gave me a lot of interesting strategies. Like, I just took shield damage to my friend of the Venator to try to deny you as many dice as possible.
Right.
So the question is, do you not play like normal when you're playing Mar Tuuk? Do you deplete shields and then take things straight to the hull, or do you still redirect?
Yeah.
So what would you do? Would you redirect to keep shields up front and allow the dice, or would you try to deplete shields as soon as possible in the front arc, or whatever arc's facing it, to eliminate dice?
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check all of our social media links, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. down below. And if you're interested, check out our Patreon.
We would like to thank all of our Patreon supporters. With your support, it helps us upgrade and give you the highest quality Armada battle reports that we can.
All right, so until next time, thanks for watching. I'm Ken.
I'm John.
And this is Ion Radio.